If you love getting interest on your money as much as I do, then keep watching this video because I'm going to show you an amazing way how you can get arguably the highest interest rate in Europe right now, and best of all without any lockup period, which means you can withdraw your money anytime. A lot of the accounts these days, they offer high interest, but you have to commit your money for at least 1 year or even 2 years until you can withdraw it. Here in the solution that I'm showing you, there's no lockup period. You get your 4%, but if you want to go ahead and withdraw it right away, you can. That's amazing. And I'll show you how to do that. And for that, we're going to be using an app called Trade Republic. Very easy to sign up. And if you haven't yet, use my link in the description below and you'll get a bonus share to get you started. But basically, it's like many of the other brokers out there, like Lightyear, Trading, 212, etc. Mostly it's a stockbroker, but recently they've actually updated their app and now have a lot more functionality. One of them is the ability to buy bonds, and I'll show you in a second how that works. But more importantly, for what I use it actually myself, is the high interest rate. As you can see right now, if you launch the app, here would be all your investments, your stocks, your ETFs and bonds if you had. But as I said, I didn't really use it for that. But what I use it for is to store my cash and get interest on that. Because in my local bank, I actually get 0%. Can you imagine when the ECB rate is 4%, I still get 0%. That's really sad. So I want to use my money and make more money from it. So what you want to do is head over to cash. Then you want to scroll down and then click on interest. Over here, you can see already so far I earned 223 euros of interest, but at the time of recording this video, so far I've only been getting 2% interest in the past, which is really not that high. Lightyear is actually much better with 3.25 at the moment what I'm getting on my euros. But here from the 1st of October, you're going to be getting 4%, which is actually ECB rate that is currently in place. So basically, they're not making any money on it. Normally, those kind of banks, they take the ECB rate, the interest they get from there, and then deduct a small fee. So you might end up with 4% minus 0.5%, which is 3.5%. But here, they basically pass everything on to you, which is really amazing. And obviously, they do this to get more market share because I don't really know anyone else out there that does it. Even if you lock up your money for a longer period, you might get 4%, 4.1, 4.2%. But without any lockup period to get 4% is really, really exceptional. But that obviously starts on the 1st of October. So you can sign up right now, register yourself, transfer your money, and then just make sure you update your app. Click one button, activate. If you haven't done it yet, it will say activate. You click that button, and then automatically from the 1st of October, all the amount that you have in your account will start accruing 4% interest, which is really, really nice. And the amazing thing about it, it's actually up to 50,000 euros. So if you have that much cash sitting around, which honestly, in these times we're in, might not be such a bad idea. So up to 50,000 euros, you'll get those 4% paid to you on a monthly basis. So that will be paid to you every single month. And at the same time, you can obviously withdraw anytime you wish. And in total, your entire holdings are protected up to 100,000 euros. So that's really, really nice because a lot of the brokers out there, they only protect up to 20,000 euros or 22,000 euros. So 100,000 euros protection as they are registered in Germany, plus the fact that you get the 4% on the 50,000, which works out to be 2,000 euros of interest in a year or 166 euros per month if you happen to have 50,000 euros. So really not too shabby, and definitely I recommend you to check it out. Now another really cool addition that they've recently done, and I haven't really seen anyone else do that, is the ability to easily invest into bonds. Previously it was really difficult for private investors like you and I to invest into bonds. But now with Trade Republic, it's actually really simple. So once again, if you updated your app, you will see here the button Discover Bonds. You can click into this, and here you have a list of different bonds. Obviously, they quickly run you through what it means, etc., what bond investing is. So that's very good. But if you're happy with this, just click on Invest. And then you will see here the list of various bonds that are available to invest in. So you can see here a number of them. For example, Porsche Holding is issuing bonds. So Porsche, the car manufacturer, needs some money. So they, from their side, issue bonds, and you basically, give them money from your side, and they pay you an interest in return. So you basically lend money to Porsche, which is also in a way cool. And you can see here how much they will pay you in return. So if I open it up over here, you can see right now, I'll be getting 4.03% interest on that, and that's over a 4-year period. So yeah, you might say, well, right now I get 4% without any lockup period. I can withdraw the money anytime. And yes, that's correct. But at the same time, obviously that depends on the ECB rate, and that might drop very soon. Hopefully in a way it will, because things are so expensive. If you want to borrow money or build a house or buy a car and you need to take a loan, it's so expensive to do so. So long term, I don't think it's sustainable. I do believe interest rates will come down, hopefully sometime next year. So in that way, if the interest rates go back to 1 or 2%, in this case, you will still get the 4% with that bond. And obviously companies like Porsche, BMW, or entire countries, you can take a bond from Austria or Germany. So European countries as well, you can buy their bonds, and they're obviously rather safe to return your money. I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to start defaulting on their payments, right? So yeah, I mean, I think it's a great way to start fiddling around with it. and start getting invested into bonds. Usually established investors say you should always have a mix of bonds and stocks in your portfolio. Now personally, I never owned any bonds, so maybe something to play around with and have a look. At the moment, I'm not that excited about it because I do prefer dividend growth stocks, but definitely something to look at because actually some of those interest rates are higher than many of the dividend stocks that I have in my portfolio. So really something interesting. Obviously, what you would be missing here is the capital appreciation. So you only earn interest, but the capital stays the same. If you invest 10,000 euros, it will be the same 10,000 euros afterwards. You don't have that capital appreciation that you have with stocks or ETFs, what have you. But you get a nice solid interest that you can really rely on, because let's not forget, dividends can be cut, stocks can fall, right? Here you kind of know what you're getting unless an entire company collapses, which is highly unlikely, of course. You have also filters over here, so you can select various industries or even government bonds. So here you have basically countries, right? You can invest into Romania. Now, obviously, Romania has a much higher interest rate because obviously their creditworthiness is maybe a little bit lower than countries such as Germany, France, and other Western European countries. So that's why you have a slightly higher risk and therefore you get a higher risk premium. So you can really go through the list here and see what it is. Obviously, some of the higher risk countries, they have a high interest, but then when you go down, even Spain, for example, it's a bit lower because it's unlikely that Spain will not be able to pay back their creditors. So yeah, you can just go through and see what you feel comfortable with. But I think definitely a very interesting way for retail investors like you and I to start getting into bonds, which previously was really not that accessible. And yeah, I really enjoy that Trade Republic comes up with such new features and something definitely worthwhile to check out. Alright guys, that was a very short update about Trade Republic. If you want me to do a whole review on the app itself, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, definitely, if you haven't tried them yet, and open an account with my link in the description below to secure your little sign up bonus. Next up, check out this video over here. As always guys, thanks a lot for watching. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!